Oh, okay. Monkey King it is. Wasn't expecting that one, but it looks like Aggressive are really expecting this Lifestealer to pop out. So they've gotten two direct counters towards that Lifestealer. If Winstrike do want to go down that route, at this point I would say it's an extremely bad idea to still go for the Lifestealer pick. Because, I mean, Monkey King loves going up against that hero. Faceless Void loves going up against it as well. There are still other options. Of course, you can go into the Morphling, which has also been somewhat popular. The Terrorblade can be useful in this situation, though I'd say the Morphling is just still better. They don't really have any counters towards a Phantom Lancer, if they wanted to bring that out. I mean, I say they don't have counters to PL. I mean, the Void kind of deals with it okay. That's assuming you have Chrono. As soon as Chrono is unavailable, the PL just runs over them. Nevertheless, one ban for either side left. Winstrike going to take a bit more time for this this final ban out. Kind of intrigued as well with aggressive mode. Are they running that mid Monkey King or is it off lane? So I don't think that's a position 1. It should be the Void in the safe lane. Yes, Monkey King is a very flexible hero, so you can just kind of put it wherever. See the Beastmaster being banned out. So they are going Lifestealer then. Really? Into Void Monkey King? I mean, it just doesn't seem like a good idea. Aggressive, one more ban left. We get to see how these guys close out their drafts. I still think aggressive mode are looking for another mid pick. They'll probably put the monkey off. They'll get rid of the Razor. That's actually a very, very nice ban because it would have been direct counters towards all their cores. Aggressive mode, they do go for the Centaur, so that should be a mid Monkey King. Off-lane Centaur being picked up by aggressive. I like the draft. I think it's quite aggressive to say the least. You've still got to be very concerned about that Doom pick though. It's Winstrike. Oh, they go for the Husker. Okay. That is pretty darn interesting. Because there aren't really any answers towards the Husker right now on the side of aggressive mode. So I do love the fact that they just switch it up completely. The Husker, yeah, maybe you can argue he doesn't like going up against that Faceless Void. But that's assuming Chrono's up. Once Chrono's down, he doesn't care anymore. I think Winstrike, they do end up with a pretty nice draft. The same could be said for aggressive mode, but that Husker is really going to put us a bit of a spanner in the works here for this aggressive mode draft. I suppose only time will tell how this game will pan out, but with an Oracle Husker, it is going to be very, very difficult for aggressive to win these team fights. Like, they've almost got to guarantee that Kikid is dead on the Oracle every single time. Otherwise, the Husker's just never going to die. Should be a fun match though. This is game 1 of the best of 3, of course. Winner of this series will go straight through to the lower bracket finals, where they will be up against Khan. And of course, after that, the grand finals are on up against Chicken Fighters, and that's all tomorrow. This will be the final best of 3 for tonight. That's a level 25 Monkey King. Very, very scary. We do have an immediate pause to start this game 1. 2 minutes is the call from the Husker. We'll just have to quickly wait out this pause. Did we change cameramans? Because the last cameraman, every time we had a pause, he'd go and start looking at heroes from that frontal view. But this cameraman, very professional, isn't doing a thing. Oh, wait a minute. No, we're not going to look at them. That mid monkey up against the SF it shouldn't be a very easy lane for him. He should be able to get a lot of denies off though on the SF and should make it very hard to begin with. Because this time around you don't have the clockwork SF combination coming out from Winstrike, so he won't be able to get those free souls in his fountain before the game even starts. So Shisui should have a fairly okay time to begin with. Once you get those souls up on the SF though, things could change quite quick. And we do have the go ahead. There's a lot of donkeys running at the moment. Which one's the real one? DK Phogos with the good luck. Spartan will return the favor.
Another life squad.
Of course, the cause of Winstrike will have none of it.
I'll always remember how foolish you looked.
There's the man, Young G. Undefeated today on his SF. Just always finding himself at the top of the net worth board every single game this SF.
I didn't enjoy me signing autographs out front.
Oh, Zaya could be in a bit of trouble here. Fortune's End gonna fly out. DK Phogos will have Spear available surely. There is a tree there, but he wants to try and spear him back. Still, the Battery Assault being quite frustrating in chasing him down, and in fact, he went for God's Rebuke. That could have potentially been the first blood, but nevertheless, a lot of harassment dealt. Still, it seems aggressive mode have managed to find 3 bounty runes. And Winstrike will only start with 1, so they still have the advantage in terms of gold. And it looks like Desire does just run back to the fountain anyway, so he won't waste any regen. Just straight back to the fountain. We'll TP back into his lane. Young G already. Whoa, we have buffering. That's not good news. Oh no. Why does this happen every time a game starts? Alright, well, I'm gonna have to try and sort this out with the people in charge. Give me 1 second, guys. Maybe the feed's gone. By the looks of it, it probably has crashed. In fact, never mind, we're back up. Sorry about that. What I was trying to say is, no, it is down. Alright. No, maybe it's not. It seems to be lagging quite a bit though, which is not great news for us. If you're new here, this isn't my feed. I apologize about this. This is how I've been told to cast the game. Looks like we are going to stabilize it a little bit at least. So, what I was trying to say is Young G appears to be having an okay time already on the SF. Meanwhile, Desire actually going to find TSA on the Doom and just chase him down. He does have an Orb of Venom. Oh no, he doesn't. It was just the neutral poison, and again we're going to buffer. Battery Assault looks like it should kill off TSA though, and that will be the first, or second kill of the game in fact. I'm not sure what the first kill was because we weren't able to see it. Desire setting up a nice kill onto TSA. Now, Hoof Stomp into the lift, onto the Husker, and he has no way to survive this kind of damage. Not this early on. In aggressive mode, already finding 3 kills for the price of nothing. A great start from this Dire side. And with this kind of lineup that they have, if they get a good start going, they could really just run over the side of Winstrike quite easily. Lift again into the Hoof Stomp. Kikid could be in trouble here. Skylark, they do at least get Spartan. Skylark, he doesn't get the last hit off, and now there's going to be a lot of punishment out from this Husker. Those Fire Spears going to be doing quite a bit of burn damage. Skylark, is he just dead? He's still burning out. Looks like he does survive, just barely. Meanwhile, top lane, who have they caught there? Desire, he was just protecting Thug on the Void, who was getting quite low. And Desire already has had so much impact on this clock. Just continually roaming around the map, finding kills, keeping people safe. Oh boy, I hope this is not going to be the whole series. My god, this is going to be frustrating. Again, bot lane though, the Husker being caught out. Skylark, he does find the final hit. That's going to be his 3rd kill of the game on the Centaur. And it's just been the same thing over and over again. It's just a lift into a Hoof Stomp. And because we're so early in levels, the Husker just can't do anything. In fact, I'd love to see what level the Husker is right now. We'll find out later, I guess. Feels like he's probably still sitting at level 2 or 3. That's a mid lane lift. Young G going to be in trouble now. Shisui trying to get the Boundless Strike proc and, well, does eventually get the Jingu Mastery. Trying to juke out the damage from Young G though, and it will not be there. So Kiki, nice rotation, setting up a kill in that mid lane. And it looked like it was going to be pretty good with the Rubik rotation coming out from aggressive, but it just doesn't pan out to a kill. You see Thug trying to fight DK Phogos, but it's not going very well for him, that's for sure. And mid lane, again, there is a gank going on, Mr. Cameraman. There we go. Young G going to be the target. There is going to be a battery assault from Desire, and this time they do claim the kill. So Shisui does get his revenge. It's once again Desire setting up all these kills as he now goes down bot. And with Spartan, they could certainly assist Skylark in finding another Husker kill. So it looks like this Husker is well aware that something is awry. Young G Again, battery assault into the cogs. Desire. Look at the TP rotations immediately coming out from Winstrike. They're cancelled off as well. Shisui, he wants to go in. He's got the Jingu Mastery active. Still raises, flying out from Young G. Shisui, he needs a bit more, but he doesn't have Boundless Strike available. He's actually salving up through all those tier 1 tower hits. And Young G just forced to back off as now Spartan going to rotate in on the Rubik. But they understand, like they've been watching Young G over the past series, and I'm sure they've understood that they need to shut this man down on the SF. Otherwise, he just tends to snowball out of control. They have kind of left Thug alone, though, up the top lane, and that does mean the Void is going to struggle a little bit. Still doing okay in terms of net worth, but he does need a little bit of lane support. Bot lane, they may go again. Spartan in position for a lift. Skylark wasn't really close by, though, so that he won't even bother. Top lane, a battery assault, again out onto TSA. They'll have Shisui rotate over on the Monkey King. TSA looks like he'll be alright. Stampede, gonna be there. What are they going for though? TP's coming in now, they're rotating in Winstrike. They want to go for this team fight though. Chrono has been dropped onto the Oracle. They didn't get DK, but the lift back into the Chrono will be there. Still spear on Shisui, and now Young G gonna come in. Thug needs to get the hell out. Arena of Blood didn't really catch anybody as Thug is just going to try and run away now. He doesn't have Time Walk for another 15 seconds though. And with that, he'll get caught out. The Razors are coming in and TSA will claim the kill. It was just a very weird kind of move from aggressive mode as bot lane, the Husker again going to be in trouble. But Skylark, the tree's just blocking him out. Still, he finds the kill. And that's going to be his 4th kill now on the Husker as he TPs out before DK can even get the God's Rebuke off. Desire top lane. Invis Rune ready to go on TSA. Battery Assault will be popped. Gets the cogs off as well. And Thug, he'll just time walk in. TSA should have no way out of this situation, or maybe he does. Scorched Earth and Young G going to rotate over on the SF. You'd love to go after that Clockwork, but Desire is out of range. And I'm surprised I'm seeing Young G rotating this early on. But it seems it's necessary as now as the Huskers here. They do find Desire. TSA will be able to walk away with his life intact. And apparently now Winstrike are just going to move as 5. This is a very unusual movement. It looks like they are going to try and set up for that top tier 1 tower, and I suppose the bot lane has been completely lost now. There's probably no point in the Husker even being there, because he can't really go up against Skylark anymore. But at that bot lane, DK Phogos, he committed Arena, but the Stampede and just run around in circles will allow him to dodge the spear. They just can't find this Centaur no matter how hard they try. He just gets away every time. Aggressive mode. Just looking fantastic in this game 1. Top 2 net worths are going to be the Centaur and Shisui on the Monkey King. We are about to hit that 10-minute mark now. It could be a bit of a fight over those bounty runes down a bot. But it looks like no, Winstrike will actually secure 3 for themselves. An aggressive, unwilling to fight for the moment. They'll just let him go. Meanwhile, top. Kiki, gonna get jumped on by Thug. Chrono, gonna be committed once again, this time on the Husker. False Promise is gonna be there, but they may have the damage to just go through the False Promise anyway. Like, never mind. Looks like the Husker barely survives with his life intact. I believe he had about 50 HP once that False Promise ended. So a very close call for him. Now mid lane. The tier 1 going to be pushed in, but Skylark, he rotates over. Desire falling very, very low to the damage of Young G. And Skylark actually just pops the Hood of Defiance. TSA Gonna be the main target, but DK almost goes down, but gets the arena off in time. Still Shisui looking to clean up, but Young G, he's the one finding all the kills on the SF, and it looks like Winstrike actually win out this mid-team fight as well. Desire sticking around, but going down to Kiki now on the Oracle. And aggressive mode, just going from looking amazing to just looking uncoordinated. And we will have a pause now coming out from Winstrike. But these team fights from aggressive mode, like what the hell's just happened? It just, for the first 10 minutes of the game, they had full control. They didn't have the biggest net worth lead in the world, but they had control. And, well, apparently we're looking at a creep now. Siege creep does look kind of cool. Why are we looking at a creep? I could not tell you. And now we're not. So there you go. But what I was trying to say is aggressive mode, they had such control in the first 10 minutes. And now all of a sudden, Winstrike kind of just looked better. It's just really strange to me how much better Winstrike look all of a sudden. I suppose it can happen. Just one bad team fight and suddenly you just don't look great anymore. We'll see how it all pans out though. Winstrike, they smoke up again. They want to get aggressive here. PSA, just going to devour a creep as apparently we're going to start buffering again. Just the greatest timing in the world. There we go. By the way, in case you're wondering, it's not my internet. This has been happening for so long now with this same feed. I promise you it's not my internet that's doing this. I wish I could tell you there's a better feed, but unfortunately the other ones are worse. So this is the best we've got, guys. And by this point, I imagine the smoke rotation's probably over. Alright, I'm gonna have to go suss out what's going on. Sorry about this, give me 1 sec. Let me see if I can sort this out. Alright, looks like we're back. So, I don't believe the smoke rotation ended up in a kill. Looks like it was just for naught as Thug ends up at the bot lane. They did claim the tier 1 top tower though, so that's something. Winstrike will maintain their lead of 12-7, 1k net worth lead. The Radiant side is DK Phogos almost getting caught out, but there was no lift. There is a life break I hear, but I believe it's just the Husker going after some neutral creeps right now. We are going to have a look at Shisui, and he does get his Echo Saber up now on the Monkey King. Once again, Young G is at the top of the net worth board on the SF. It's quite concerning if you are rooting for aggressive mode. On the brighter side of things, if you are rooting for aggressive mode, this Husker really hasn't had any influence yet. He's still very, very far behind in net worth. Still just trying to pick up his armlet. Bot lane, TSA gonna get caught. Chisui should have the damage, and Spartan will actually be the one on the Rubik to pick up the kill. Okay, Phogos gonna be there with Young G. Ready to start a team fight if they want. They've got that arena, they've got the Requiem of Souls. DK gonna get jumped on by Shisui, but now the Requiem coming out from Young G and Desire. Just gonna get blown up immediately. Thug rotating in, has Chrono and does go onto the SF. Do they have the damage output though? They'll find Kakid on the Oracle, still the SF surviving, but now the Wukong's command coming in. DK, he jumps back in with his own arena. Still, it's not really working out that well for Aggressive. It's a 1-for-1 trade on supports, but now they will at least find this Husker, and they do burst him down in time. Young G wanting to run out now with DK Phogos, and they should be able to get out though. No, Primal Spring going to be there from Shisui. DK Phogos now getting speed up by Spartan, but TSA comes in with the Doom. Shisui starting to fall low. DK somehow still alive throughout all this, but now Young G, he'll actually end up going down as well, and Desire hooks in. And they do end up clearing them out. That was a full team wipe in the end. And now Aggressive Mode back in the lead. That was a hell of a lot of gold going their way. It's 13 to 13, and they'll go straight for that mid-tier 1. And it seems as though the real problems here for Winstrike is that this Husker just isn't able to keep up in terms of net worth anymore. So we do see it jump in, but he is kind of surrounded. Still, the rest of Aggressive do back off. They'll leave Desire to die. They've got the T1 tower, which is really all they wanted. They'll let the Clockwork die for it. But this Husker, man, he needs all the farm he can get. He's just so far behind. Skylark gonna run into DK. Zaya gonna be there with the hookshot, goes straight onto Young G. Pushes him back. No, he doesn't get the cogs off in time. Young G should be able to run away, though Desire is getting quite close. And now DK back onto the clock. They do actually clear him out. Do they keep going? Winstrike, they want to get aggressive. They know the Chrono's still down. It shouldn't be that much longer till it's up though. So Aggressive may have it up fairly soon. In fact, looks like Winstrike probably won't push for that tier 2, but rather they take the outpost away from Aggressive Mode. Their own bottom tier 2 is being forced in a little bit. And yeah, here we are again. Never mind. It was a quick one. Nope, apparently it wasn't. I'm gonna check the other feeds and see if they're looking any better right now. I really am sorry about this. I wish I had some sort of control over what we're seeing. No, the other feed's way worse, so we're not even going to bother with that. Give me 1 sec. It's times like this you kind of just wish you could open up Dota and just do all of it yourself, but unfortunately, I'm not allowed to do that. And is this feed dead? No, no it's not. Not yet anyway. Alright, so it's stopping at the exact same spot. I'm not even sure what to do here. Let me have a chat with the boys and tell them that the feed's lagging. I don't know what they can do. I'm here, by the way. I'm just trying to find a way that I'm trying to find a way that we can watch the damn game without having to experience this over and over again. Because it's kind of frustrating. We're gonna switch over to the other one. We're gonna try and see if this is gonna be any better. Give me 1 second. We'll just do a quick switcheroonie. Here we go. Bot lane, Thug gonna be in trouble. Time Walk gonna be there in time, and now a Chrono being thrown out, but he is fighting against the Mars front on. Thug gonna try and run away again. Kikid is following him down. Hookshot gonna be there from Desire, but it's actually gonna land on his own Void anyway. But they do Time Walk out in the end. And apparently in that time we weren't able to watch. It has become an 18-13 Winstrike's way. Aggressive mode though do hold a 3k net worth lead. Jisui, Wukong's command, he's thinking about it. We'll just end up jumping out of the tree. Winstrike do seem to have some form of momentum in this game now, even though they are behind in net worth. Force them that tier 2 mid. Husker looking quite a bit stronger. Does have the Heaven's Halberd up. Bot lane, meanwhile, apparently the tier 3's gone. Thug, he got doomed up though. DK Phogos gonna throw the arena down with the spear, and they do get the kill very, very easily. Meanwhile, mid Shisui trying to go onto Young G. Desire gets the hook shot off point blank, and there's the Wukong's command coming out, and Young G does manage to walk away. The Husker, however, Aegis does expire, and apparently Wukong's command even makes our streams lag. As TSA trying getting close after Desire, they don't really find anybody. And so nobody dies in this team fight, not yet anyway. Aggressive do manage to get out in time. Young G actually quite close to the side of aggressive mode. They were thinking about making a jump onto the SF, but they don't bother. Maybe now? In fact, DK Phogos is the one that wants to go. He throws a spear out onto Desire. made it a 90-13 though. Aggressive mode still maintaining that 2k net worth lead. Winstrike still trying to be aggressive. Of course, they don't really want to fight late up against the Monkey King and Void. It is a bit rough if you have to go through that. Husker does tend to drop off quite hard. Winstrike just gonna keep farming up. Aggressive mode, they won't mind this. They'll do the same. No real rush for them. I think Winstrike is gonna be under a bit of pressure to try and make a play here though. The longer this game goes on, the worse it gets. They may wait out this Hurricane Pike on the Husker first, which is quite an unusual item to see on a Husker to begin with, but I guess it still does work. Winstrike. Smoke up. They're going to run into Desire though. That's not really the kill they want to go for. In fact, TSA misses the stun and now Desire throws down the cogs. Hook shot, Desire, don't tell me you get out of this. They do get the life break off. Shisui though, coming in on the Monkey King, does get doomed up, but the Stampede is there, allowing them to run away. Are they able to close the gap? No, apparently not. Now aggressive mode? They just smoked. They get arenaed by DK Phogos, and this team fight could be really good for Winstrike. Requiem comes out though, and that was stolen by Spartan on the Rubik. TSA gonna fall quite low on the Doom and does go down. Winstrike falling apart thanks to that Requiem from Spartan. Young G sticking around throwing razors out, but they do nothing as a Chrono comes out from Thug with the speed there from DK Phogos. Still Shisui gonna be there to finish off the job. Now the life break again from this Husker. Winstrike, they're falling quite low. It looks like Thug will continue the chase now. He really wants this Husker. Not getting lucky with bashes, but it does not matter as TSA gonna be the only one left. And it's gonna be another full team wipe coming out. And it was just one good steal from Spartan that turned all this around. That arena just looked amazing. But it just didn't matter in the end. Now aggressive mode, going to be looking to push high ground. There was at least one buyback that was used up, and I believe that was the Doom. So TSA, going to be down for a while. They may just push in this mid-tier 2 and back off though. In aggressive mode, there's no reason for them to rush this. They've got the late game advantage, so they take their time. Maybe go for a Roshan attempt. In fact, Roshan isn't even up at the moment. Looks like it's still about... Oh, it's actually a very quick Roshan. It's going to be up in about 10 seconds. The Winstrike start rushing towards that. Wukong's command going to fly out onto the Husker straight away. He's getting bursted down quite fast. They'll force stuff him out and give him the false promise, but they've lost Kikita already. Arena will come out. DK just holding everyone else out of their out of this team fight. But now the Roshan's available. Aggressive may not be expecting it to be up this early, but if they do scout it out, it will be a huge win for him. And Spartan has checked the pit. He does see it, but well, it looks like they want to just keep trying to go for a fight. That Paladin Sword, actually an amazing item on Husker. Looks like Young G's going to hold on to it for now, but I think it's well worth giving over to the Husker, who's getting ganked up right as we speak. Thug will make a bit of a chase, but hookshot from Desire just on point. Cogs are going to be there to push him back. Still, do they have the damage output? Primal Spring, not going to be there yet, but Hoofstomp does come out. Still onto the Husker. Boundless Strike, they do find the damage. Now Young G going to be chased down. Primal Spring, though no. Force Staff away from Young G will save his own life. Kiki, though, going to be chased down by Shisui. They also found DK Phogos on the Mars. And Phogos has nowhere to go. Does end up dying as Kiki still being chased down and does end up dying as well. TSA just trying to split push the mid lane while all this is happening. Not really going to get much done though. And Winstrike just slowly but surely falling apart in this game one. Start getting started on that bottom racks. They don't have creeps, but they're on their way. That'll be the first set of racks going down. Aggressive mode do claim them. They also now have a 10k net worth lead. They may go for a secondary. In fact, no. They're going straight towards that Roshan pit now. Desire looks like he almost caught out the Husker again, but instead they won't get that, but they'll get something even better. And Winstrike, they're just running out of options now. They are rushing towards the pit, but Aggressive Bird know this is happening. They want to take the fight, and Skylark already going in. The Husker, the main target as usual. Spartan, who are you going for? They go after Kiki. The Oracle immediately bursted, and now the Chrono onto Young G. DK Phogos, he jumps into the Chrono. He gets hoof stomped as well. This game could be all over. There are buybacks, but they're just falling apart. There's just nothing they can do, and they call the GG. A very unfortunate series of events. Winstrike, I'd probably say their biggest downfall in this game is probably the fact that they just left the Husker to suffer in that bot lane alone. And they could just never catch up. At some points, they had some good moments, right? They had some brilliant moments, in fact. But just a couple of bad team fights and suddenly, aggressive mode do take over. Nevertheless, that was game one of a best of 3. We do have game 2 coming up very, very soon. It is MLP Dota. Let's hope to God the feed stays smooth as it was for the past maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I guess we'll find out. We'll see you guys again soon.